back to the series. It's been a little longer than planned, but we're going to be dropping into Normandy Breakout today. First things first, basic training. It's a bit more in depth than the previous boot camps we've done. Upon passing basic training, we're just going to head out to St. Lou and join the fight. So for me, Call of Duty 3 was my first experience with the franchise on a console. At this point in time, I was 17 years old, and I was massively into Dare Defeat Source, Counter-Strike Source, and obviously the Go, RuneScape 2. And to be honest, this game wasn't even on the radar. Don't believe it ever released on PC. Remember at the time, Treyarch basically scrapped the PC version because of time restraints to make another game for like the next gen consoles. Now, as I said, at this point, this wasn't even on the radar. But Gears of War, however, was. All I wanted for Christmas that year was Gears of War. I remember going shopping with my mum to pick it up because I had an original Xbox. We went into Game Station, I believe it was, and when we got to the store, the guy behind me told me it was Xbox 360 only. I was so gutted. I didn't even know there was a new Xbox console. I mean, that's how much I was into my PC gaming. Anyway, fast forward a few weeks and it's Christmas morning. We open up presents. I believe I got Scarface game. So after me and my brother, we've opened up all our presents. Dad mentions we hadn't opened one. Me and my brother had a look lazy, which I'm all confused. Dad comes back into the room. He's got a very dad-like scrapped present, and he tells us we have to open it together. So confused, me and my brother start opening this present, and as we're tearing through it, it's only a fucking Xbox 360. Fucking amazing, absolutely buzzing. We were fucking ecstatic. It doesn't actually stop there. We had another present each. You've probably guessed it. I got Gears of War, and yeah, my brother got Call of Duty 3. At this point, and I really wouldn't notice for years to come, but this was a huge turning point for me. I'd come away from PC gaming for a number of years altogether. Looking back, I'm glad I did. I mean, I got to experience the golden generation of Xbox Live. If you were in that moment, it was an absolute fucking peak, an absolute vibe. It's something that's never been repeated. So from then on, I'd spend my nights playing Gears of War, Call of Duty 3, played through this campaign once as a veteran, and then I ended up on the multiplayer, which was amazing. Eat a dam, capture the flag. That is a vibe I have only ever experienced once or twice before, and I don't think I've experienced it since. I mean, if you know what it was like just playing that game type, that mode, then you experienced once in a lifetime, in my opinion. So it's quite clear I have a high respect and fond memories of Call of Duty 3. Whilst for me, Call of Duty 3 has a place in my all-time top 5. I'll never forget the hate this game got. At the time, I never understood why. It felt like people hating on this game had a chip on their shoulder because it wasn't Infinity Ward, which, you know, by today's standards, it's the complete opposite. It's cool to shit on Infinity Ward, where, however, I was replaying through this, I understood why this game was so hated. So when I previously played through this, I didn't grind it out. I played it as and when. Sort of having a bad night in Gears, I'll jump on, I'll boot up the campaign. However, this second campaign, this second playthrough, it became fucking tedious. Really, really quickly. Again, we're just shutting down flat cannons, mopping up after, you know, just boring shit. The problem with this game is just how fast the enemies respawned. I mean, I could literally wipe out a squad, reload, and they're back, and you hit this brick wall, and it's not always as easy as just running forward. The other issue don't know if it's hit detection or what. I remember it being there originally, so it's not a new gen problem. But hit detection, man. I would literally put a full clip into the enemy and they would just flinch. And I mean, they would just flinch, more flinching. I run out of ammo and the motherfucker kills me. And finally, allies, man. They would just stand in the way and stop your gunfire. This just, like, sucks. And yeah, this is probably why these dudes were fucking bashing on it 15 years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, playing through this really tarnished some memories for me. It sucks, but I have to remember it wasn't the campaign that made this game one of my top 5. It was the fun memories of multiplayer. So I'll probably never play this campaign again, unless for some reason I do this series again in 10 years, or I don't know, it gets requested when I get fucking 1,000 subscribers or some shit. However, if anyone is ever going to play some ranked games, or down to try and get some ranked games going so I can finish my 1,000 game score, please let me know in the comments below. So, back to the story, and don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you. The campaign is split across American, British, Canadian, and Polish campaigns. So the American campaign sees the player control Private Nichols, a replacement for the 29th Infantry Division, which participates in the final offensive in the capture of St. Louis. Afterwards, they join the 90th Infantry Division as reinforcements to help secure the capture of Saint-Germain-sur-Cèze. I hope I pronounced that right. They then proceed to assault Mayenne to capture the bridge, clear Fort de Coeuvres. Can't pronounce that, apologies. And then they're going to defend Chambord and finally liberate Paris. The British campaign puts you in the boots of Sergeant James Doyle of the SAS, who is sent to aid the Maquis Resistance. The SAS and Maquis launch a raid on the German-held fuel plant, and you're just going to free captured Maquis soldiers. Honestly, it's a bit underwhelming. I felt like I was a missed opportunity. Though you will run around Offensive State House with a shotgun pretending to be a T-800. The Canadian campaign was represented by Joseph Cole of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders of Canada, led by Lieutenant Jean Ricard. Fuck knows. The platoon attacks a German artillery battery near Tilly-la-Campagne. Again, my French sucks. Before moving to capture German-held industrial complexes and hold off an enemy counterattack. Later on, the Blura Forest area near the Liaison River, so Allied convoys can push through and advance with their other units to relieve the Polish forces defending Hill 262, and finally freeing captured 10 crews. After all this, Cole earns a promotion to corporal and the unit rejoins Canadian reinforcements to aid the Poles. This is actually one of the most frustrating levels. The forest is just a nightmare, and that is all I could remember of my previous playthrough. Did not enjoy that again. And finally, the Polish campaign. You're going to follow Sherman Firefly driver by the name of Corporal Bohata Wojciech of the 1st Armoured Division, who aids the Canadian and British forces in the French countryside. The crew will engage German armoured units to capture and occupy Hill 262. Whilst defending the hill, the crew endure an assault by the remnants of the German 7th Army. Bohata's tank is destroyed whilst trying to escape the Phallus Pocket, forcing the crew to fight on foot alongside the Polish infantry. With the high threat of being overrun, the crew retreat up the summit of Hill 262. At the summit, a large counter-attacking German force arrive. After much fighting, finally, the Royal Canadian Air Force and reinforcements arrive and repel the Germans, leaving Hill 262 in Allied hands. Honestly, don't stress. This is somewhat of a loose history lesson. Don't stress about any of them being spoilers. There is plenty of twists and turns, shocking moments and more that I purposely didn't mention, just in case you do wish to play through this game. But for now, that was the Normandy Breakout, that was Call of Duty 3, Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, hit the follow button, and I'll be back real soon with Call of Duty 4. Okay, so this is future me. I just want to say again, a huge thank you for watching. If you made it this far, it means a lot. Please do leave a like. I did take a different approach to this edit. I felt like I was more involved whilst telling like the story of like my connection to the game. I don't know if it's because the first two I was sort of like nervous or not, and I don't really want to be rambling on in this bit, but if you enjoyed this, please let me know, because I am editing Call of Duty 4 at the moment, and it does have a similar feel, but I don't know if I'm taking too much away from the gameplay.